So one of my clients calls me and says, I found the perfect house. I found the perfect next house. And I say, well, you already own a house. Yeah, but this is the next best thing. You know, we're downsizing, we're upsizing. It always is going to be a situation where somebody's looking for the next house. And how do I buy that next house? It takes planning and strategy. And it's something that we've helped quite a few clients do, even in the current market. So I would suggest to you that there's ways to do that. And when you work with an experienced team, like my urban home team, we can navigate this with you and for you. So the first step would be, the first thing you can do is you can make an offer with a home for sale contingency. In other words, you make an offer on the new house you'd like to live in, knowing that you have a house for sale. And in the current real estate market, where there is quite a lot of inventory, sellers are much more likely to allow you to have a for sale contingency than it would have been earlier in 2022 or in 2021. Impossible. Now, that's a thing. That's possible. The next possibility is you can get a bridge loan. And you can decide, okay, I'm going to get a loan that allows me to have enough money to buy the next house without having to yet sell my first one. You still have to sell the first one to pay off the bridge loan, but it allows you to achieve your goal without having a home for sale contingency. Now, the third possibility is that you decide to sell your home first and then buy your next house, and the buyer of your first house will give you a rent back. And a rent back is something that you can normally do quite easily for maybe 30 to 60 days. After you've sold the house to your buyer, you can then rent back the house from that buyer while you're getting into buying your next house. But the other problem is that it's a very stressful thing to do. You've sold the house, now you need to find a house. Now in this current market, it's possible because there's a lot more inventory. And when there's a lot of inventory, then you have more choices and there's less likelihood that you're going to be left out in the cold. Again, we do our very best to make sure that sort of thing doesn't happen. So it is possible to buy before you sell. It takes planning and strategy. It takes experience with somebody like us, my urban home team. We know how we can help you with that. Give us a call.